CTV Sean Lee Thong is live in Scarborough, and one area that's been hit hard by the virus. And Sean, there's a big effort to get vaccines to frontline workers there.
And a necessary one, Nathan. They say, members here at the Scarborough Health Network, that they're getting lost in the shuffle for the numbers of Toronto. They say their numbers are double the provincial average for positivity rate. Their ICUs are filling up, but the fact that the vaccine is here is giving some reason to be optimistic.
The hardest hit area by COVID-19 is turning the tide one shot at a time. Inside this Scarborough clinic, they aren't just giving the vaccine, they're giving frontline workers much needed relief.
The physical feeling of finally being vaccinated, it felt like a burden being lifted off my shoulders.
Joseph Chan works in the ICU at Scarborough Health Network Centenary Hospital. Today he was called to the vaccine clinic and given his first dose after a year where he was afraid, exhausted, and then...
It felt kind of numbing. There's talk about COVID fatigue, and it's definitely real.
The spread of COVID-19 has been relentlessly cruel in the Scarborough Health Network. As board chair Maureen Adamson says,
we are ground zero.
On any given day, she says, 70% of Toronto's new COVID cases are coming from here. For example, on December 29th, the positivity rate for COVID-19 tests in Ontario was a high 8.4%. In Scarborough, of over 1,100 tests given, the positivity rate was a massive 20%, meaning 1 in 5 tests was positive. For hospital capacity, there are 30 confirmed COVID patients currently in the ICU, with another 14 ICU patients waiting on a COVID test. That's over 60% of the ICU capacity occupied by confirmed or possible COVID patients. Chief of Staff Dr. Albert Lowers says there is more to come.
We're expecting spikes in January, right through to mid-February, and then we think there'll be a progressive decline.
The decline, they say, will be due to vaccinations. Since they began on December 22nd, Scarborough Health Network are administering 220 vaccinations per day to a mix of long-term care and hospital staff, and they will continue 7 days a week.
It's the light at the end of the tunnel.
And as more doses of the vaccine enters the country, the Scarborough Health Network says they need government to focus on the most affected areas first.
And that Scarborough needs to be a priority when we're talking about vaccination distribution, so that we can put our own masks on first to save others.
And though he has been fighting with his mask on for 10 months, now that Joseph Chan has been vaccinated, the light at the end of the tunnel is something he can see.
The fact that we're vaccinated now gives me new hope for the future.
Hope at the end of a most bleak year.
And the hope from administrators here in Scarborough is that as the government ramps up their distribution of the vaccine, that they will focus on areas like this one to help slow or stop the spread. Reporting live, I'm Sean Lee Thong. I'll send it back inside.